Hello everyone, so weirdest video recording that I've ever done. I'm traveling for Thanksgiving and the grind doesn't stop. We have a brand new set of promo cards that came out, and with it came one of the most devious little pink puff clouds I think I have ever seen in a Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff now being that one energy cost, seeing guaranteed hypnosis is a stall deck's dream. We could throw it into so many different builds. I think it really benefits from those that want to kind of slowly build up, or those that don't use a lot of energy so that you can have your Jigglypuff on the board and then you can kind of stall until you get your Wigglytuff EX online. So my first couple of thoughts were you can use this in like a Dragonite build, but honestly if I go Dragonite I may not want the Wigglytuff portion. I may just want the Jigglypuff. That way we have the stall tactic of the Jigglypuff sleep into stacking the energy onto Dragonite, which we don't really want to derail that and stack energy anywhere else. We could do this with a Greninja. I think that could be a decent line. You stall the front line with your Jigglypuff, with your Wigglytuff, and then you develop your back line with the Greninja. But what we are going to be doing today, I'm gonna explore those a little bit later on today after I get some actual sleep. But what we're going to be doing today is the new and improved Jigglypuff Wigglytuff Wheezing Koga deck. I think because you don't really want to use much energy on the Wheezing, or you don't need to, you can really start focusing on evolving that Wigglytuff into that just massive monster of the 80 damage plus sleep, which can be so detrimental for the opponent. And so we're going to go ahead and jump over into a couple of games. I apologize for the slightly worse audio and the inoptimal setup, but we're traveling. I didn't have a guaranteed space, so I am hanging out in the car. We're going to jump over into a couple of games. Thank you guys, as always, for being here. I hope you guys enjoy. A lot of times, that health that he has is just not quite enough. And so we get the 1 point. The Hitmonlee can attack our backline, but weakness does not apply, so it's not going to smash us for 50. Wow, both of our guys are weak to it. The Hitmonlee kick onto the Jigglypuff. It is unfortunate, but it is also should be fine. We'll do another 30, so we can hit it with a potion to heal it up. We go another dark energy. We could go Sabrina, but honestly, I don't know that we really want to. Let's go Wheezing here. Into the tackle attack. They have a Cubone as well. This fighting deck is all over the place. And we're weak to it all over the place as well. Okay, so they let Hitmonlee stay on the board, just pumping out little chip damage here and there and everywhere. Now, if they decide to go with the other Hitmonlee in, our Jigglypuff that we're building up would die. So I'm going to start building up this other one just in case that does happen. And we could skip so that the poison kills them, but I'm going to go ahead and throw down a tackle just to get it locked in. That gives us the second point because we had that early aggression with Wheezing. So who do they throw in? They could throw in the Hitmonlee to knock out the Jigglypuff. But I guess they could lean into like a Marowak EX and hope for the best. They do have relatively cheap retreat costs, which is the only thing kind of hurting us a bit here. We're just looking for the big Wigglytuff finisher. No, we get Koga. Wow. Okay. Marowak could be a problem. I think what we're going to do is we're going to throw Gas Leak. We're going to throw the second energy And then what we're going to do is throw down a Koga. And we're going to rely on Jigglypuff's sleep here. We do get to use the coughing, throw him in. We'll be able to evolve him back to a Wheezing next turn. But with the guaranteed sleep, it comes down to a 50-50 coin flip. Can we keep Hitmonlee asleep so that they can't retreat into like a Mankey? And we do get the tails. We get them to stay asleep so their turn is wasted. They can't retreat. Hitmonlee can't evolve, and so they are stuck with the unfortunateness that is the Hitmonlee in the front line. And so they just have to let the poison do its thing, do its damage. And so now if we find our Wigglytuff in the bottom 8, one of our Wigglytuffs, we don't, unfortunately. We would have been able to do some pretty sizable damage to him, but as it is, the poison actually wouldn't finish off the Hitmonlee, would it? It would not. We're gonna shoot for the stars here. We are gonna go ahead and sing one more time and hope for another tails. That's all we can do. They hit one tails, one heads already, so we just need another tails right here to finish off and secure the win. Oh my goodness, the monster that is the cheap Jigglypuff. Like, we haven't been able to find the Wigglytuff, and that's why I never really cared for this deck before, is that it relied so much on either the Kogas with the Wheezings or on the Wigglytuff, and if you didn't have him ramped up in time, it was just you were at their mercy. They go, is that double potion or single? Single potion. Let's see if the Hitmonlee wakes up. If not, super unfortunate. Oh my goodness. This card is going to make people just rage. We now have the Wigglytuff evolution. We stalled just long enough to just ruin their day, ruin any chances they had of doing anything. We will take the win. Let's go ahead and jump over into the next one. All right, so we're going first. Actually, the only time we don't mind starting with the coughing line. We could potentially draw into the Koga, which would be nice. They start Ekans, the snake himself. Not going to be great for him. We go first. Let's go Professor's Research. They could hit us with a red card, so maybe we should have held the Professor's Research in all honesty. But it is what it is. We're going to hope for no red card. This is the only scenario where red card is super, super scary. Okay, Professor's Research. On their end as well. Into a Pokeball. Okay, so I'm assuming this is the Ekans / Wheezing. No, it's a Jigglypuff instead. Alright, so it's the new Jigglypuff line. I can't see Ekans being as getting as much benefit from it. There's the beautiful Koga. Let's go the Dark Energy. Evolve into Wheezing. Let's go the second Professor's Research. And hope for the absolute best. We need a Jigglypuff backline. Okay, Pokeball could help us potentially find that Jigglypuff. Beautiful. You love to see the singing, scary monster. We could heal. Because if they evolve, they do 60 damage. We don't necessarily need to heal off of that, I don't think. Not yet anyways, because we do have Koga. So we can always pull in the Wheezing next turn. We have the sleep effect from Jigglypuff as we do a bypass turn to get Wheezing back in line. Now, the only problem with that is if the sleep does not stick, kind of in trouble. They do add the second the Dark Energy, their second Dark Energy, onto Jigglypuff back here. And so now they're going to hit us with a sleep spell. It comes down to a coin flip. I'm feeling pretty lucky. We're feeling lucky with our coins right now. I was just kidding. We're not feeling lucky. So now that it's asleep, we can still do the gas leak, which is beautiful. Love to see it. And we can still hit them with a Koga if we wanted to. Do we want to, though? No. They're not doing any damage right now, so it's not a huge issue. I think we're just going to hold the Koga. I guess we could have forced them into the other line and then poisoned the Ekans. It is what it is. It's fine. Let's go ahead and end here. We have... Are we awake? No. Okay, I shouldn't have said I was confident. As soon as I said I was confident, this game said, you're never flipping another heads again. Let's see. They don't have to sing to us again because we're already locked into that sleep. Whew. This is going to be, I think with how... So the Drowsy line. The Drowsy kind of came up in popularity, but it was never super effective. One, you had to find the evolution, so it's a 2-card combo. Plus, it's a pretty big chance that it does nothing. It's a 25% chance to do something, 75% chance to do nothing, because the 50-50 to get a heads, to put them to sleep, and then 50-50 that they wake up. So they go ahead and evolve into the Wigglytuff here. They don't have enough energy to attack yet, but they do go ahead and evolve it to cure the poison. Oh my god. We are never getting a heads again. Super, super, super rough. What are the unfortunate chances? Let's hit them with a Sabrina. What we're wanting to try to do is stall until we get our Wigglytuff up and online. And so they throw in their backline Jigglypuff, which, if they have an X speed, they would have to have an additional one, because they've already blown one. Let's go ahead and build up the Jigglypuff. I'm going to go ahead and evolve him. If we get hit with a Sabrina, though, it's kind of unfortunate. It is what it is. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and... I don't know. I don't know that I want to potion the Weezing, because we can eventually do a Koga, so we kind of want him low. But just in case they have an X speed... No, there's... The likelihood of them having an X speed and a Giovanni low. Oh my god, we're never waking up again. we are in an eternal slumber. Jesus. 1, 2, 3. Is that 4 now that we've missed? Whew. I had to go and say something like, I'm confident. And that just kind of goes to show how deadly that one energy Sing can be. That put us out of commission for 2 full turns. Yes, we have the Koga, so we like this deck. I think in particular fares a little bit better against it. Plus, we have the poison. It's a joke at this point. It's a joke. It is just a bad joke. My goodness. We're never waking up again. Ever. We could do the Koga. I don't know. If we did the Koga, we could do Jigglypuff for the Sing. Try to knock out their Jigglypuff. But I think instead we're just gonna finish ramping up the Wigglytuff. We are going to sacrifice this Weezing. No, we can't. Oh my gosh, we can't attack still. I keep forgetting that we're in an eternal slumber. Our last coughing is in the bottom 4. Shh. It's a joke. It's a bad joke. Oh my gosh. What an awful joke. We could still potentially win this one. But Weezing is getting the best sleep of his life. I can only wish I could sleep as well as that Weezing right now. My God. I'm sure that they have the Giovanni, right? We probably should have hit him with a potion. Oh, no. Okay. The only benefit here, they knock out our Weezing. Super unfortunate. But the benefit we have is if we get Wigglytuff to sleep, if they hit a single Tails, then we win. I guess they could throw a Sabrina, potentially. to knock out one more, but that's fine if it happens, honestly. I'm going to throw the retreat cost onto him just in case. Let's go Wigglytuff, and that's mainly what we were doing, was stalling until their Wigglytuff was up and online so that we can smack him, put her to sleep, not him, put her to sleep. If they get heads right off the bat, I'm going to be so mad. This game hates me. But it will largely come down to, I guess, if they decide to leave their Wigglytuff, if they're going to gamble on us waking up. We've hit a lot of tails in a row. Our head has to be coming up eventually. Like, eventually it's going to happen. But do they leave the Wigglytuff and risk it? Because if they risk it and we wake up, then they lose. No, they don't. Oh my god, they don't. We haven't killed anything yet. I thought we had knocked out a Pokemon, but no such luck. Sheesh. Bottom 3. They do go with the Sleepy Song, so we need to wake up from this. If ever there was a time to finally find a heads, it is right now. No questions asked. It does exist. I feel like that's like Narnia. Like, it just... Goodness. Alright. Hit him with a double potion. We have both Kogas, but our second coughing is in the bottom 2 of our deck. Double potion. Build this one back up. Wait, we have a second Wigglytuff in our deck, right? If not, I built it wrong. Wigglytuff is going away for a nice long sleep. We just need to knock out one more Pokemon. We have Sabrina, and so unless they evolve their Jigglypuff, unless they evolve their second Ekans, and either way, I don't think it's enough. Because we won't be able to retreat out the Wigglytuff, but that's fine. We don't need to. Because of the second Sabrina. It was close. We were reliant on those potions, but we had so many in our hand. There's the second Wigglytuff. Let's go with a good old Giggle for now. We're just going to evolve the second one. We're going to hit him with a Sabrina, and that is going to be the victory. Awful, awful, awful luck. But that kind of showcases, not on our end, but it showcases the strength of a one-cost sleep mechanic that can evolve into a decent damage dealer. And so we will take the win, luckily. Luckily, we'll take the win. It just came down to us having the poison from wheezing, and that is the only difference maker that happened. We'll take it. Let's jump over into the next one. All right, so next up we have a Pikachu deck. We are going second, so we are able to attack first. We have the Jigglypuff, and that's all that we have right now that we're leaning onto. So let's hope for the absolute best. Beautiful. We need to keep the Pikachu asleep as long as humanly possible to stand a chance in this matchup. They have the Blitzel, they have the Zapdos, and we're just looking for a little bit of luck. We need to keep him asleep as long as we possibly can. Let's see. Hopefully you stay asleep here again, and you get some bad luck. Beautiful. You love to see it. So now I would love to see... I would really... honestly, right here, love to see something where we aren't able to get one-hit KO. So I'm going to go ahead and evolve into the Wigglytuff. Just in case the Pikachu wakes up, since he's already asleep. We hope he stays asleep. Oh, I would be so furious at this point. And so now Pikachu is still asleep. They can't do anything with him. They can't retreat him out. They're kind of at our mercy. The red card, that's fine for now. Pokeball, X Speed, and Pokeball. All right, so we had a little bit of an issue, but the red card gave us the means to draw into additional tools here. Let's go ahead and attach, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the Sleepy Song so that we get the damage off. Because I ran into an issue and it was running super slow, and so I wanted to get the recording back before I did anything. Oh, they finally wake up. They are probably super happy that their Pikachu is now finally able to do something after several turns. Now, do they keep the Pikachu on that front line, I think is the question. Because they can't one-hit KO us with the Wigglytuff. And so do they keep the Pikachu out there just to put that early, or that early damage onto the Wigglytuff and start kind of knocking him down? Now, ideally, I would have gotten Wheezing, Coughing down, but I ran out of time because I am running off my laptop, and so it started glitching out. I had to reconnect to the cord. All right, so Zebstrika along with a Giovanni, so bringing us down to 100 damage. We won't be able to get Pikachu back out in the front line, but we can start building up another Wigglytuff and just like really ruin their day. We're not gonna be able to kill the Zebstrika here, which is kind of a sad part. Because we don't run Giovanni, because typically we want to have them poisoned. Oh my goodness, this guy has the worst coin flip luck I've ever seen. So now Zebstrika is stuck. They're going to be trying to, I think, build up into maybe a Zapdos attack. I don't know. Either way, very, very unfortunate for him. Let's see if he wakes up just for giggles. No. Oh my goodness. This is the full strength, the full showcasing of how just scary this can be. They've already used one Giovanni. Do we think they have their other one in hand? They only have 5 cards left in their deck. Wow, some good draw. We're gonna have to risk it here. I hope that they don't have the other Giovanni. If they do, no, actually, if they do, then they lose. If they bring out the Pikachu to knock out this Wigglytuff, then we'd be able to counter attack them with their other one and knock out the extra 2. So they have to go with like the Zapdos line here. And so they have the Peck, but they don't have the Thundering Hurricane yet. I just love how bad of a spot we put a Pikachu deck, which is, all it took was a couple of like turns to slow them down, and that's all that you need against Pikachu. And so definitely the ideal scenario, but it was a very good ideal scenario. So no Weezings, none of our draw cards, super unfortunate luck on our draws, but that's fine. We're okay. Because we're going to be able to put their Zapdos to sleep. If they wake up, it's fine. We have a backup one. They have no prize tokens yet. So they're in a very rough spot here. They need to just go to sleep. They don't need to buy a lottery ticket. They don't need to step outside of their house. They just need to reset for the day and try again tomorrow. We are going to go ahead and end the video there. Thank you guys, as always, for being here. This has been TLSG. Later, guys.